Hi, my name is Miss Gwasson Agnew. I'm a Korean Dene woman from Salt River First Nation. I was born and raised here in Toronto. About a month ago now, I returned home from occupied Palestine. I was kidnapped at sea by the IOF in an attempt to break the siege on Gaza. I was aboard the Conscience, which was a vessel with the Freedom Flotilla Coalition to break the siege. We were a crew of medics and journalists. And here at home, I work in healthcare primarily with Indigenous people who use drugs, many of them whom are residential school survivors, many of whom are houseless. And people ask me what the connection is between the work I do here at home and why I was compelled to try to deliver medical aid to Gaza, who is experiencing genocide under siege. Actually, Suzanne and I work together day to day. What we do here in Toronto, many people don't know, but the effects of settler colonialism, we see it on our streets everywhere. I see it. The effects of colonization and how it has its implications in our healthcare system here, people don't see it. People don't see the medical racism our people endure. Half of what I do is trying to get people access to healthcare. The racism that people experience trying to access healthcare here in hospitals around us. People don't see it. People don't realize it. And I've lost so many people throughout the past few years, more than I can count. And all of them are descendants of residential school survivors. And all of them are the descendants of people who have experienced displacement from the land here at home. Indigenous people in Toronto come from all over. It's not just the Anishinaabe here. I'm Korean Dene, and my family was displaced here because of residential school, because of the 60s scoop. And I just want you to know that the epigenetics that our people face, whether it be diabetes, whether it be drug use, whether it be healthcare complications as a result of being homeless, all of that is because of forced starvation, because of not being able to speak your own language, because of not having access to your own culture. And our health and well-being is directly a result for being displaced from the land. Because when our people have access to the land, they have their health, they have their well-being. That's how we exist in a healthy way as Indigenous peoples. And my organizing didn't start with Palestine. It was actually through doing Indigenous land defense work that I had learned about the occupation in Palestine. I had no idea what was happening in Palestine until a few years ago, and it was actually several months later. October 7th had happened, and it just opened my eyes up to the world of Indigenous solidarity. I've experienced police violence before. When I was in Wet'suwet'en territory, I was part of a raid trying to stand in solidarity with the Wet'suwet'en people in their fight against CGL pipeline. And we were called terrorists then. Anytime that you stand in the way of the settler colonial agenda and the goal, and you disagree with the state's agenda for occupation, you are criminalized for it.